Hi, I'm Jane from Poppy Patchwork, and I would just like to take this opportunity to thank all of my subscribers. It is absolutely wonderful that you have subscribed to my channel, and I would really like to thank you all for your comments. They have been really lovely comments, and they do encourage me to keep making more videos. Today's video is going to be a little bit different because I'm not going to show you how to make a block, but I am going to show you a book that I've just published. So this book is called the Quilt Block Notebook, and I have published this on Amazon, and you can go and get a copy of it. And the really great thing about this book is that it's basically how I work out how to make the blocks. So I may see a block or I may design a block, and inside the book it has two sections to each page. The top section has a grid, and that grid is where I can put my quilt design, and the bottom section is where I put all the notes. So I'm going to do some close-ups on this, and we can see how great my little book is. Well, I think it's a great little book, and if you like it, you might want to pop over to Amazon and get yourself a copy. So this is my quilt block notebook. This is the front cover, and on the back cover you can see what the pages look like inside. So let's open it up. So inside you can see that each page has a grid area here on the top and a blank area down here where you can put your notes, and there's a little line up top where you can write the name of your block. So if we have a closer look at the grid itself. So the grid is split into a 6 by 6, you can see here, but also round the edges you've got little indication marks here, and those would allow you to draw a 4 by 4. So I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to do that now. So I'm just going to join these two together, and then I'm going to join them together across. And I'm going to join them going down. So now you can see that we have a 4 by 4 grid in this, on this grid shape here. So now I can show you how I would design a diamond star quilt block. So I know with a diamond star quilt block that I've got triangles here, and I've got another triangle here, and I've got one here, and I've got one here. Now you can see I'm doing this freehand. You can get a ruler out and make it really precise if you want, but that's not the way that I work when I'm doing this. And then for the center squares in a diamond star, we have triangles that are here, and one goes this direction, and this one goes this direction, and this one goes this direction. So that is the way that the diamond star quilt block works. And now I would label up my squares with the fabrics that I'm going to use. So my background fabrics, I use the code BK, and the corner fabrics are going to be background fabrics. So I'm just writing BK on there. And then these fabrics here are also the background fabrics. And then with a diamond star, you have two other fabric choices to make. So I'm going to call them A and B. So this triangle is an A, this triangle and this triangle. And then this triangle and this triangle. And then this triangle and this triangle. And then this triangle and this triangle. And the other ones are B's. So now I have my quilt block designed and I've allocated where my fabrics are going to go. Now this quilt block can be any size you want. It can be 6 inches or 12 inches or 8 inches, anything you want. And I normally make a 12-inch block for my videos. So with this being a 12-inch block and it's divided into 4, I'll just do 12 divided by 4, so I know that each of these blocks here is going to have a finished size of 3 inches. And that means that I'm going to need to cut my squares here 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to write up here 3.5 inches. And that means I now know that each of these blocks is going to, each of these units of the block is going to be 3.5 inches. I'm just going to write the name of the block up here. And now I can write my fabric requirements down here. So for the background fabric, I would just write background. And I know that I'm going to need 4 3.5 by 3.5 inch squares. And these are the ones that go in the corner here. And then I'm also going to need some triangles. So I'm going to count up how many triangles I need. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I know that from 1 square of fabric, I'm going to get 2 of those triangles out. So I'm going to need 4 squares of fabric. And because they are going to end up being 3.5 inches, I'm going to cut them at 4.5 inches. And then I know that I can cut those down to the correct size. Then I need to work out how much fabric A I need. So again, I'm going to count these up. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And again, just divide that by 2. So I'm going to need 4 squares. And again, they're going to be 4.5 by 4.5 inches. And now I need to write down what my fabric B is going to be. So count those up again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Dividing by 2, that again is 4.5 by 4.5 by 4.5. So that is now my cutting information in my notes section. And I could, if I wanted, to identify what fabrics I'm going to use. And you can make whatever notes you want in that note section. So that's the inside of the book. There are 99 pages in the book, and I hope you find it as useful as I have. Thank you for watching this video. I'll put the links to the Amazon sites in the description below. And I'm going to go and do some sewing now. So happy quilting! Want to learn more? Watch another one of my videos from the Quilt Block series. Click above to go to my playlist.